her Mercury in Libra, she wants to share her ideas. She wants to be listened to. She wants to talk. She wants to share ideas, meaningful ideas. That's her key to relating. She needs a partner she can talk to, that she likes to talk to, that listens to her and appreciates what she has to say. Wow. If you think as an astrologer, being able to think and being able to give ideas that people like your ideas and are appreciating what you have to say, that's really like a partner, like it's another partner that would give good energy back. So the need to share the Venus rule in a quality and a style, that's important. It's in the 7th house of partnership. So that's why the need to relate to the partner, to share as a partner. So the Mercury is nighttime is increasing, nighttime is greater. It's thinking how to belong, what other person, it's thinking about the other person needs, thinking about how to relate and how to react to other people and to react around responsibilities, around that setting above the horizon. Sure, matter of fact, thinking, we'll share this, we'll do this, and we'll navigate it around relationships in her mind. Okay, so the Libra wants to share ideas. The Mercury in the 7th house needs to communicate with partners or share her ideas or be respected or have other people that she listens to and wants to be listened from. So this ability to be listening, the need to be talked to, but also the need to be listened to, and the need to listen to others, 7th house, taking energy in. It's a very reactive factor. Like she has, to me, it's great qualities for consulting and advising people. I'm more of a teacher. I had to work to develop some of the qualities to advise and counsel. I'm usually teaching more. I had to work to become a good consultant, to listen to other people more. So she has this sensitivity naturally to see where the people are, see where they're puzzling with, to sense what level they're at, how they're talking, what they're doing, and how to say things back. So communicating is a really strong suit. Okay, and sharing ideas. It's like part of the counseling or the advising others. Now, her Mercury is conjunct Neptune. So Mercury conjunct Neptune. Neptune idealizes or fantasizes Mercury. It makes it think of big schemes or big dreams or big visions. Wow, look at this. She has the mystical, visionary mind. The dreamy mind of sharing dreamy, mystical things with partners. But she can be gullible around it. She can be either fanatical or gullible, or dreaming too much around things. But it's her style. She will, I mean, it's not the same as the practical down to earth wanting. This is the needing to share. Someone listens to her and she thinks it's going to really, when she has someone to talk to and communicate, and she's in love, this is going to be a really strong quality. It's going to be better. She's going to follow her ideas and her ability to communicate and express herself in really romantic, idealized ways, really dreamy ways. So this is her mind becomes more romantic and more idealized than practical. Okay, so it's her ability to charm, her ability to pick up on people, her ability to sell something or show how something is there, to see why this is needed, to talk to people in the way that they need to be talked to, her ability to present the right image or the right ideas that someone could relate to. Wow, you see how that would be useful for a real estate agent. You see how it'd be useful for a consultant. Wow, presenting it, knowing how, but she'll pick up so many things, she won't be able to talk about all of them. Like often there's too much sensitivity, too much vision there for it's not necessarily practical. The moon is trying to be practical all the time, have this, have to get this, but the moon is going to take care of that. It's going to also go beyond it and want to have another style, another dream to share with somebody. Okay, so how would I see that? Well, she's always had a home. She has a fixed home, stability, but she also has a home she can travel to in another country, which is a nice thing. And that's part of the dream. I'm here, I'm taking care of this, and I got the dream. She gets the two different worlds. Okay, now you would see this differently from being at home and how to express things, being married and having your own home, and what you feel you need to do, what you should do, what you believe you have to do. So this is a believing mind and believes in the partner, believes in people that relate to them, and loves sharing those ideas and those beliefs. her ability to see the mystical sides of the amazing implications of astrology was really great. But it's different. It opposes her. We'll get to the ascendant, but it's this way of thinking, dreamy, but it's squared by Uranus with Neptune. So Neptune and Uranus are squared, and they're both hitting the Mercury. So she has the big dreams, but they're not always stable. The Uranus makes the mind hyper. Neptune makes the mind spacey and confused, maybe dreamy and open and visionary. But Uranus makes the visions come and go quickly, and what's real or what's not real, or allows the visions to go, and then things aren't stable around it. So she can make a decision, and then suddenly decisions have to be changed again. In a minute, there's a time for decisions and revisions and decisions, which a minute will reverse. It's a quote from T.S. Eliot. So this puzzle, what to share, what to talk about, what to do, and how to be consistent. When I see the dream of going towards the dream, but there's an instability there that comes from Uranus down the fourth house. It's from home. There's an instability there. So she has an excitable mind, but when she's seeing clearly and she's getting good feedback, she's brilliant, perceptive. When she feels insecure, she tends to doubt or get confused about whether she's good enough or stable enough. So she has the practical job, and she also has all the stuff she's using, but how much she's using the astrology, how much she's built up. She hasn't really built up a solid career on it. People ask her, and she does some, but it's not a huge thing at this stage because she's still making good money the other way. And it's sometimes you don't want to work at the thing you dream about. Better to keep them as two separate things. But she still has this nice quality. As she gets older, she's going to want more and more appreciation for her ideas, and these things are going to come in stronger. But that there's always something changing, some instability, someone not going along with it, some insecurity. She's really worried about not being listened to or not being heard or missing something. Always there's disruptions from home and family and mom coming in that affects her thinking. So in affecting her thinking, she's trying to anticipate these things and is always trying to work to fix these things. So she over anticipates and often tries to fix things maybe before they even need to be fixed. Okay, that's the Mercury. But in terms of imagination, vision, sharing ideas, that Mercury, Neptune is great. That Uranus hits it, it means the conventional things aren't going to work. If she's not around good energy, it's going to break her chain of thought. If she's trying to write and someone's making noise around her, it's going to be difficult for her to write. But if she's going and moves away from those things, it just comes clearly. But finding the right people who are going to be able to communicate with her. And when that happens, when someone listens to her, talks to her, she's going to be enraptured by it, enchanted by it, at the potentials of it, the sharing of it. It's incredible, and Neptune will come in very dreamy. Okay, Neptune on the Mercury. It accentuates the ideas, exaggerates. So if it's guilt-ridden, Neptune is going to be guilty. I'm so sorry, I should have done this, should have done that. I'll be trying to explain everything. But there's really not a need to explain it, even if things change. She just has to let go, but she's not a good let-her-goer. Doesn't adapt that easily. So you start thinking of situations and you start saying, oh, this is there, how will this play out? And you start imagining the different ways this could work. So she would have trouble putting up with conventional learning. She'd space out or she'd get insecure and she wouldn't do it. So it was, when she started into astrology, she was in her midlife area and was really happy to be sharing mystical and good ideas and loving it. It wasn't the same challenge as going to school and writing exams. And there was homework and things, but it was fun things. So she really got lost in it for a long time. Really loved it, and still loves it, and goes on. So, okay. After Mercury, we're going to look at this. So you're just getting a texture of things, and each one is a different pocket of reality, a different frequency, different dimension of consciousness. And then they all seem to one comes up, the next one comes up. Sometimes they jab together, but the moon is your feeling and your instinctive thinkings. The Mercury is your rational thinkings, how you're making sense out of things. So even though she's very practical and working, there's a part of her that's the dreamer. And there's a part of her that's thinking where else she would want to be. Now the Venus, her Venus, which was the 7-point rulership, her Venus is important. If she's not feeling appreciated, Venus is your sense of love, appreciation, beauty, style, contentment, or disgust, hate, resentment, envy, and has all these other so-called sins associated with the light and the dark side of Venus. It's never indifferent. I love this. We're not the Venus and Libra tend to be stylized and like beautiful sharing, nice dinner, nice style, special functions. She loves these things. She wants to be appreciated. She has a partner who loves her and talks to her. That Venus is going to really thrive, the Venus in Libra. She wants to be appreciated for her ideas. So adding the astrology was a really nice plus because she can talk on a whole bunch of other things. It's not just about real estate or family. So the Venus wanting to be appreciated, it's cardinal about sharing. I'm driving to share. I'm driving to be appreciated. I'm communicating. I'm expressing what I want. And I'm pushing to be able to, I want to be appreciated by someone appreciates her, likes her. It goes into that Venus. It goes in, she takes it personally. It goes very deep and she's ready to do all kinds of things. It's funny, when she walked in, I didn't know she just walked in off the street, and I don't usually meet people like she walked in off the street and said, hello, I got to know you. She saw my sign and said, I've been by her, never saw it, I got to come and talk to you. And we hit it off really well. I always appreciated her. I always thought she was beautiful, had very interesting things to say. So this Venus, that's how I would see it, the style. But it's in the 6th house of so, okay, first daylight increasing, night darkness increasing, darkness is greater, need to belong, need to share. It's cardinal, it's air, it's masculine, it's projecting the need. I need to project what I want. I need to tell you, I like this, I don't like this. I like this, I don't like this, I want this, I want that. I'll project what I want. If you're ready to listen, I'll be glad to talk about these things and give you my opinion of whether this is a good thing or not a good thing, or whether I want it, I like it or don't like it. That would be your strong suit. I really learned quickly to not threaten her style, to be appreciative. But in the 6th house, she's always working. 6th house is below the horizon. It's setting. It's taking things in. It's the house where you take in impressions and you have to adjust. Because you get good impressions, you adjust to improve. You get bad impressions, you adjust to make it better. So she's always taking in, she's always evaluating and taking things in around relationships. If the husband's okay and he's appreciative, if the husband's in a bad mood, she's going to blame herself and what can she do to fix it? This is the 6th house. But she's going to take it personally, and her sense of being valued and being appreciated is so strong there right on the ascendant. She's going to go out of her way to make sure she's not inconveniencing you or grossing you out or being vulgar or any of these things. She's going to have a style. It may seem superficial to some, but it's really a special style of appreciation, of beauty. In the 6th house, the need to work for it. Now her Taurus moon kicks in. I need to live a certain way. It's going to cost me a certain amount. I have to have these things. So you can easily see how she could see, well, if I have relationship and I'm talking to people of what they need and what they're looking for, and I can find them a better place, a nicer place, you can see how this would work. It would work just as well counseling in another way, but I think that's coming in more as she retires. It's more her spiritual study as she gets older. But it is now, but I think it's growing in that direction. But the Venus in the 6th house wants to be appreciated. It's trying to work together. I got to have a certain amount of money. I got to have money. And I can't expect someone to give it to me. I'm going to have to get it myself. So I'm going to sell the nicest places. I'm going to sell the best place. You can see how this would come in. In a minute, there would be threats to her home or to finances, which kids and family often are prone to bring up these demands. She's going to spend, and she's going to be trying to drive to get more money to be able to have abundance enough to take care of those things.